how to stop a fever. Now, it is common to see younger children come up with fever, and there are various ways you can stop it. It's not actually a disease. It's just a symptom of the fact that all is not well from the inside. Occasionally also, adults have symptoms. They have that feverish feeling also. And in this video, I want to share some of the common herbs that can help you to stop a fever. Now, first of all, you need to know the cause of the fever. That most times it may be due to too much acid in the body, maybe acidity. You have consumed too much acidic foods. Maybe there is toxic overload, too much toxins in the body. These things could cause the body to be overwhelmed and you begin to feel feverish. And that fever shows somehow that oxygen is not going enough or get into the cells. So the inside is hot. So what you ought to do, first of all, is to increase your fluid intake. Stop all the solid foods, especially high protein foods and high carbohydrate food. You need to stop these two if you suspect fever. You need to also reduce stress, because the fever is a warning sign that your body is battling with something. And so if you are already engaged in some form of stress, you need to reduce it. Now, for older adults, here are some of the herbs that you can make use of to stop the fever, because the fever will naturally reverse if you start taking some of these things and stop the solid food for a while. Number one, lemongrass. You can make tea with the lemongrass. It's a very potent herb when it comes to feverish conditions, high temperature. It's an anti-inflammatory. It has other properties that helps to stop it. And then sometimes you can even pair it with guava leaves tea. It's very good when you add a few guava leaves. That's the next herb. And the next herb you can also join is the hibiscus flower tea. The leaves, you can add a few of them. Put these three together and boil, make tea out of it and drink. It has properties that can ward off that fever, stop the inflammations, including the pains. Reduce the parasites if it's parasite that is, and if it's excess acid, it's going to reduce it. Then another herb that works very well for temperature, to stop that temperature rise, is the cloves. Cloves help to reduce excess body acidity. It does several other things. You can make tea out of it, the clove tea, and take. And the next is ginger. Ginger is very good when it comes to fever. So you can boil your tea, your ginger tea. You can sweeten it with a little honey and continue to sip it. Remember, you don't need to go for the solid foods yet. And then you need to also take the neem tea. If you have access to it, it's very bitter, but it's good when it comes to fever. And so you can boil your tea, your neem tea. We call it dogoyaro here. And then take it. And while you are waiting for this fever to reverse, you can take an electrolyte drink. The coconut water is very good. Remember, the coconut water is an electrolyte. It's going to help you to give you that energy that you need temporarily, pending when the temperature subsides. It's not something you need to start to run up and down for over-the-counter medication. It's going to stop on its own. And then your body you take back your health. Don't forget, click the follow button if you love tips such as this. Thank you for watching.